Hey everybody, welcome back to a Monday evening edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Today I'm going to do a beer. I pulled a beer out of the cellar, and this is one I reviewed back in December 2011. So I reviewed it over, well, 14 months ago anyway. I sent a bottle of this. I bought a 4-pack of it. I sent a bottle of this to my friend Tony over at Mediocre Reviews and Awesome Brews, and he gave it an A+. When I reviewed it, I gave it an 8.5. He did it about 6 months after I did. But I'm going to do one. Talk about rare beers. This may be the last one in the world. I'm going to do from the Hub City Brewing Company, which no longer exists here in Iowa. I'm going to do their Midnight Express Russian Imperial Stout. Comes in at 9.7% ABV. This was bottled on August 7th, 2010, so it's, yeah, 2.5 years old anyway. Like I said, I gave it an 8.5. My friend Tony gave it an A+ on his scoring grade. So, let's get this in a glass. I'll tell you, talk about rare beers. Like I said, this may be the last one in the world. Nothing going there. I remember it didn't have much carbonation when I first reviewed it. There's absolutely no head on this thing. Maybe just a thin ring of foam around the edge, skim on the top, and that's about it. That's super black. I mean, you can't see a bit. There's no light through that anywhere at all. Good looking. Looks like it looked before for an Imperial Stout. Looks damn good. So let me give it a nose. And I'm getting a little vanilla on this that I didn't get earlier. Definitely that sweet dark chocolate, almost like fudge. Not getting any of that. I got a hint before the booze, the 9.7%. Not getting it now. Getting definitely some caramel toffee. Some oatiness, roastiness. There's just a slight smokiness here, a little licorice, maybe anise, molasses. Really good smelling Imperial Stout. So let me give it a taste. Okay, now I think there may be just a hint of oxidation on this, but you're still getting a nice chocolatey flavor. It's not like on the nose. It smelled like the dark chocolate and the fudge. It's almost like a mint chocolate or a milk chocolate. Very roasty. Definitely getting that caramel, just a hint of coffee. Not much coffee there, surprisingly. This is mostly chocolate. Definitely that milk chocolate, that sweet milk chocolate, that's for sure. Almost like chocolate milk. Again, as before, it's a fuller side of a medium body. Not a lot of carbonation, so it really feels thick. It's very smooth, very silky. Now, I remember from before, and I did watch my review from before, I was getting a lot of sweetness on this. There's still some sweetness there, but it was almost reaching the cloying characteristics before, and it's still there, but it's not as bad. It's mellowed out quite a bit. Getting some roasted barley. That's kind of strong in there, actually. But this is primarily definitely a chocolate chocolate forward Russian Imperial Stout. About towards the finish, you get some of that anise. Definitely getting I think a little bit of those dark fruits like raisins. It's almost like an oatmeal raisin cookie on the finish there. Just a little bit of tartness on the finish, but not much. I mean, it's still a sweet finish, but it's not lingering like it did almost a year and a half ago. So let me let this warm up a bit. Had this in the fridge for a while, so it is kind of cool. So let me sip on this, and I'll be back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been probably 45 minutes or so. I just been sipping the heck out of this. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of lacing down the glass, but there's some nice alcohol legs all the way down. This is despite the slight oxidation, this has turned into a really nice Russian Imperial Stout. You may be watching the demise of formerly the rarest beer in the world. This may be the only bottle left that was left, and there's still a little bit in the bottle, and I'm going to get that in the glass. Like I said, the brewery's out of business, no longer producing anything. So as it's warmed up, and it's nearly room temperature now, there's not a lot has changed. That slight oxidation that I smelled and tasted before is really no longer there. I mean, this cap was untight anyway, so that's really not a factor. There's still the one thing missing that I do like in a Russian Imperial Stout that I mentioned before. This does not have is that slight either coffee bitterness or roasted malt bitterness or something that just is not there. Something to counteract that sweetness. It's not cloyingly sweet like it was 14 months ago, but it's still very, very sweet beer. So if you like a sweet chocolate beer, unfortunately you can't get this one anymore. So I would not recommend trying to find this, because I doubt you'll find it. I did have this, I didn't review it, but I had this fresh I don't know, I think it was almost close to a year. At the brewery, if you go way back in my things, one of those what I did this weekend editions, I had a video up of some of my barbecue judging, and then I went and toured the brewery, and they did pull out their last keg of this to let me taste it. And it was really good. That's probably as fresh as I'll get it. And anyway, I'm gonna up this a point. It's still sweet, still a bit too sweet, not enough bitterness for my taste. But the aging has helped, and I'm gonna give this the Hub City Midnight Express. Probably the last bottle of that in the world. I'm going to give it 9.5 with almost 2.5 years of aging. 9.5 out of 10. Not the best Russian Imperial Stout I've had, but damn good. So, till next time, everybody, cheers. let's keep drinking good beers. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of this for sure.